Enough about the future. Let's talk about the present, yo. Deadpool and Wolverine is the #1 movie in the world. Now, we knew Deadpool and Wolverine was on track for a massive opening weekend, but Marvel Studios' first R-rated movie, and we knew Deadpool and Wolverine was on track for a massive opening weekend, but Marvel Studios' first R-rated movie has exceeded expectations and broke even more records now that the final numbers are in. This is Josh Wilding's report on it. The final figures are in for Deadpool and Wolverine's opening weekend, and the Marvel Studios threequel ended up exceeding expectations with a staggering $211 million debut at the North American box office. That's $6 million higher than yesterday's $205 million estimates. With the sixth biggest three-day opening weekend of all time, the threequel became only the 9th movie in history to open north of $200 million. Perhaps the craziest thing is that Deadpool and Wolverine will surpass Logan's entire $226.3 million run later today. That's all that Logan made? That's crazy. Then in a matter of days, it will sail past Deadpool 2's $324.6 million. Oh, these are all domestic. That makes sense. Joker's $335.5 million and Deadpool's $363.7 million because, yeah, Joker hit $1 billion. $1 billion is surely right around the corner, particularly as early signs point to becoming the highest-grossing R-rated movie ever by next Sunday, beating a record held by Passion of the Christ for over 20 years. Passion of the Christ made $1 billion? At the worldwide box office, a $211 million three-day weekend means Deadpool and Wolverine has grossed over $444 million in 5 days. And the UK clawed its way to the highest grossing opening since Barbie last summer. It also broke the record for the biggest opening for a movie rated 15. In the UK, they do that instead of, I guess, R. As you might imagine, AMC Theaters, Cinemark, and IMAX are all overjoyed with the performance, with AMC Theaters CEO Adam Aron telling The Hollywood Reporter, "It is certainly good news for those who care about AMC that, me, because I am a stockholder, what up? With Deadpool and Wolverine, we enjoyed the highest ever attendance and highest ever admissions revenue for an opening weekend of an R-rated movie in AMC's company history." Sean Gamble of Cinemark, the CEO of Cinemark, added, "We're thrilled to share that Deadpool and Wolverine drove Cinemark's biggest summer opening weekend of all time, generated record-breaking results in premium formats, and delivered our highest weekend of concession revenue since the pandemic." And the IMAX CEO, Richard Gelfond, shared as well that Deadpool and Wolverine delivered one of the biggest IMAX opening weekends of all time, continuing our hot start to the third quarter and furthering our momentum into a fantastic slate over the next several years. I don't think anybody's surprised. I mean, this has been one of the highest anticipated movies. I think the fact that you have kind of thinned the herd instead of having a bunch of different movies here and there, not that like if they were all fantastic that people wouldn't have shown up, but I think there was a lot of anticipation knowing this is one of two major superhero movies this year. The second one being Joker, or I guess comic book movies, because Joker's not a superhero. But I think people have loved these Deadpool movies. People love Ryan Reynolds as the character. People love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and to the fact that he's in his original suit, one of his OG suits as well, including with the cowl, which is absolutely phenomenal. The number of cameos, I'm not going to ruin them. I just think that you had a situation where this was a perfect storm for success, and that's exactly what we got here. I've done all of my reviews on this. I'm not going to touch more on the movie. Please go and check them out, the non-spoiler and the spoiler, depending on if you've seen the movie already. I covered slightly different things in them too, so definitely check them both out. Plus, it'll help me get closer and closer to that higher monetization tier and all that. But it's just a really good movie, and I'm not surprised. It has a lot of replay value because people want to re-look at the cameos and the Easter eggs and all that. So, again, I think that this won't just clear $1 billion. I think it'll pass Barbie. I think it'll be able to hit 1.5, but it just depends because Barbie was a phenomenon that people just kept going back. So was Top Gun. So was No Way Home. I think this has the potential to do that because there's also not a lot coming in behind it right now. Not now. In like a month, a couple months, once Joker comes out way later, I think that's October, but I think there's not much coming up at this moment, so it can hold on for a while. But I want to know what you think about this number. Do you think it'll hit $1.5 billion? Do you think it'll go higher? Let me know in the comments down below.